Imagine a giant robot the size of a skyscraper, powered by AI and built in a desert. Crazy, right? Well, that's exactly what Saudi Arabia just announced they're building for $40 billion. Up until now, Saudi Arabia might just be known for its oil resources. But that is about to change into something seriously high-tech. We're talking cutting-edge AI, mind-blowing engineering, and a project so ambitious it might just change the game. This is Saudi Arabia's unbelievable $40 billion gamble on artificial intelligence. Now, you might be thinking, robots in the desert? Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. Well, believe it or not, that's exactly what they're planning. This isn't just about some fancy gadget, though. This project has the potential to reshape the entire landscape of AI, and with it, the future of the world. So what exactly is this $40 billion project, and why is Saudi Arabia betting big on AI? We'll break down all the details, explore the potential challenges, and see if this futuristic vision can actually become reality. Let's jump in. So, the giant robot might be a slight exaggeration, but the ambition behind Saudi Arabia's AI move is no less mind-blowing. They're setting up a war chest, a $40 billion fund dedicated to artificial intelligence. This isn't just about flashy robots, folks. It's about positioning themselves as a major player in the AI revolution. Think of it as the Wild West of technology, and Saudi Arabia just rolled into town with a wagon full of gold. Now, they're not going it alone. They've been whispering sweet nothings to Silicon Valley giants like Andreessen Horowitz, hoping to leverage their expertise. Imagine a marriage of Saudi Arabia's vast resources with the cutting-edge minds of Silicon Valley. It's a recipe for some serious innovation. Now, here's where things get really interesting. This $40 billion fund wouldn't just be a big deal for Saudi Arabia. It would make them the undisputed heavyweight champion in the global AI game. Think about it. This is a country known for its oil resources, now throwing down a gauntlet in the world of high tech. It's a bold move that screams two things: diversification and domination. They want to be a tech titan, a major player on the world stage. And this AI fund is their golden ticket, not just for economic reasons, but for geopolitical influence too. Imagine the kind of power you wield when you control the cutting edge of artificial intelligence. But they're not naive. Building an AI empire from scratch takes more than just money. Although, let's be honest, $40 billion is a pretty good start. That's why they're courting the big guns of Silicon Valley like Andreessen Horowitz. These guys are the A-listers of the tech world, the ones who can spot the next big thing a mile away. A partnership with them would give Saudi Arabia instant credibility and access to some of the brightest minds on the planet. Now, here's the thing. This AI gold rush is already in full swing. Companies are throwing money around like confetti, desperate to get a piece of the pie. Startups are popping up overnight, all chasing the dream of becoming the next big AI powerhouse. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are sky high. Just look at Anthropic, a company that raked in a mind-boggling $7 billion in a single year. That's unheard of in the venture capital world. And even that might not be enough. The cost of developing cutting-edge AI is astronomical. Just powering these systems requires specialized chips, and some experts are whispering about another billion-dollar investment just for chip manufacturing. So where exactly will this $40 billion be going? Saudi Arabia isn't shy about its shopping list. They're looking to invest across the entire AI ecosystem. Imagine a massive tech mall with everything an AI developer could ever need. Saudi Arabia wants to be the owner of that mall. They're eyeing chip makers, the brains behind the AI revolution. These chips are the hardware that make AI come alive, and they're in high demand and short supply. Next on the list are the data centers, the digital warehouses that store the massive amounts of information AI needs to learn and grow. Think of them as the libraries of the AI world, and Saudi Arabia wants to build the biggest, most impressive library on the block. They're even considering creating their own AI companies from scratch. That's right, they're not just throwing money around, they're aiming to become a major player in the development of AI itself. Now, as expected, a $40 billion war chest doesn't go unnoticed. This has the potential to be a game changer, not just for Saudi Arabia, but for the entire AI landscape. With this kind of firepower, Saudi Arabia and their potential partners, like Andreessen Horowitz, could become dominant forces in the race to develop and control different aspects of AI technology. Whispers are already circulating about Andreessen Horowitz potentially opening an office in Riyadh, the Saudi capital. That would make a major vote of confidence for Saudi Arabia's ambitions. Other venture capitalists are also eyeing a piece of the pie, eager to get involved in this historic investment. The world is watching closely. The Public Investment Fund, with its vast resources and growing appetite for tech, is a force to be reckoned with. Their move into AI could reshape the future of this transformative technology. Hold on a minute. Before we get too excited about Saudi Arabia's AI shopping spree, there's a big elephant in the room we need to address: controversy. Back in 2018, the brutal killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi tarnished Saudi Arabia's reputation on the global stage. International financiers became wary, and the country's image took a major hit. This casts a shadow over their current AI ambitions. Then there's the question of their investment track record. Let's just say it's been a mixed bag. Remember that huge investment in SoftBank's Vision Fund? Yeah, a lot of that went up in smoke with failed ventures like WeWork. Not exactly a confidence booster. Some of their other moves, like the recent investment in Jared Kushner's firm and the controversial Live Golf venture, have been seen as more politically motivated than strategically sound. These past experiences raise questions about Saudi Arabia's ability to manage such a massive AI fund effectively. Will they prioritize genuine innovation, or will other agendas cloud their judgment? But here's an interesting twist. Despite the past controversies, there are signs that Saudi Arabia might be turning a corner. Many in Silicon Valley and Wall Street seem willing to welcome them back into the fold. Well, it seems there's a bit of a bromance brewing between Andreessen Horowitz and Yasser Al-Rumayyan, the head of the Saudi Investment Fund. They were spotted hanging out at the Super Bowl this year, Mr. Horowitz even giving Mr. Al-Rumayyan the VIP treatment with tours of Las Vegas and introductions to his influential friends. This charm offensive could be a smart strategy. By building relationships with key figures in the tech world, Saudi Arabia could potentially overcome past negativity and position itself as a serious player in the AI game. So, will Saudi Arabia's $40 billion AI gamble pay off? Only time will tell. On the other hand, they have the resources, ambition, and a strategic plan. Their partnership with Silicon Valley giants like Andreessen Horowitz could provide them with the expertise they need. This, coupled with their focus on key areas like chip manufacturing and data centers, positions them to be a major player in the AI ecosystem. However, significant challenges remain. The shadow of past controversies looms large, and their investment track record is spotty at best. Building trust and demonstrating a commitment to responsible AI development will be crucial. Ultimately, the success of this audacious move will depend on execution. Can Saudi Arabia translate their ambition into real-world innovation? Can they navigate the complexities of the global tech landscape? The world is watching with a mix of curiosity and cautious optimism. This is a story that's just beginning to unfold, and the potential impact on the future of AI is undeniable. That's all for this wild ride into Saudi Arabia's AI ambitions. We're just peeling back the first layer of this story, and there's so much more to explore. And here's the thing, we can't do it alone. Your support is like rocket fuel for this channel. If you hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell, you'll be the first to know when we launch into the next chapter of this AI saga. Plus, the more you watch, the more awesome tech stories we can bring you. So join us on this incredible journey. We promise to keep things informative, interesting, and maybe even a little mind-blowing. See you next time!